get radical again. So let's see what we're gonna start today. Not even today. I'm doing all these videos back to back. I just finished the one where I was just crying. So and I'm not doing edits. This is okay. Let's see. I'm not doing edits. I do this already on my YouTube. When I did my YouTube videos, I did not do edits. The only thing I did was add a card at the front, add a card in the back. I did not like to hear my voice. I did not want to watch back the video. None of that. I just was like, I'm not doing all that. Slap something on the front, slap something on the back, and post it. And it worked out fine. And so I'm not gonna just like be like, I'm gonna start the video and I'm gonna cut it up and chop it up and edit it, because I don't have time for that. Honestly, because I'm working on a book. I'm always working on a million things at one time. My daughter does gymnastics. 3 days, it's 9 hours a week gymnastics, not including when we have competition season. I'm writing on my book at least 3 times a week, if not more. I'm doing events on the weekends. I am working on doing my audiobooks for the books I already have published. I'm working on the podcast. I'm working on YouTube. I'm working on this. I'm working on social media posts for all my book stuff. I make all my covers. I do all my editing. I crochet in my free time, which now I sell when I do my book stuff. Actually, I need to be crocheting right now. Now that I think about it, because I said I was gonna do that in my. I'm supposed to be also. So I just put the crochet stuff back in the cart, because I sit in my car a lot, and so I just put the crochet stuff in the cart. And I said I was gonna start. I started a YouTube channel just for crocheting, and I was going to, what did I say I was going to do on this row? Am I doing singles or doubles? I started one time-lapse videos for yarn, and so I could do 2 things at one time. I could talk to y'all and actually do my yarn while I do my time lapse, because I could just speed this up and not use the audio, which I don't do anyway. Use the audio and be crocheting. So, see, 2 birds, 1 stone. I do a lot of things, and so I used to be volunteering a lot too. I have a new job, so right now I'm not doing any extra volunteering outside of what I'm doing for book stuff. So I'm always doing all the things. I'm not doing any editing, so. I do enough editing for my books, and I do enough editing for, I don't even edit, y'all, I don't even edit for my podcast. I'm like, we're going to do 1 take, and y'all going to get what you get, and don't pitch your fit, as my daughter says, her teacher says. And what else? I do have to edit for my audiobook, because Amazon makes you, what do they call it? Like, they have quality settings, and you can have so many pauses. You can't have like your voice be really high then really low. You can't have like background noise, all these different things. So that's the only thing where I listen back at stuff. Even when I write, I do it raw. All my poetry is like 1 go freestyle. This is what you get. I'm not editing it unless I misspelled a word. I've always been like that, just because I'm like, it's not that serious. It's really not, because at this point, it's so much that we have to do in a day that nobody really cares if I spelled a word wrong, or I care. I'm gonna say something. I care about it, because when I read people's books, I'm gonna say when I used to read people's books, because I haven't been reading that much right now. But if I saw it right now, I would definitely have more empathy than I would before I started doing all the stuff I'm doing now. But I used to be that person that was like, I'm gonna read the book, and when I find an error, I'm like, ah! And I'm gonna message the people and make sure they know I found this error or whatever. Yeah, like a snob. But yeah, I'm not doing it. Cause when y'all swiping through on videos, y'all know, when you swiping through on videos, you're not looking at what somebody's, dissecting it. Like, ooh, you got a blister stain on your shirt. Ooh, you said use this wrong word. You mispronounced this word. Sometimes those things happen, but it's usually because something went like super viral and then people pay attention to it. And ain't nobody even watching my videos right now. So maybe once, if it gets to that point, then maybe I should start editing. Or maybe not. Just because I don't want to. And I've always been a person, because my mom is very, very professional at all times. Always gotta look good, always gotta smell good, always gotta not be perfect, but that's what it feels like to me. And I'm the opposite, let's put it that way. And we've always butted heads. Like, I'm more worried about, I'm more millennial minded, let's say. I can do the work. You shouldn't care how I show up and what I look like, right? I can get the work done, and I'm going to get it done exceedingly well, because that's the thing that counts. When I'm doing something professional and it needs to be at top peak level, then I can perform. So why would I waste my time nitpicking on things that nobody cares about? Like this crochet pattern. I do not count over 20. I decided 20 was enough. And then now I freehand everything. I don't even, y'all. I went from counting. I said, okay, I'm gonna count to 20. Excuse me. And do these little purposes or whatever. And then now I'm at the point where I can do like 5 rows for like the base. And then after that, if I just go around in a circle the whole time, I don't have to count at all. So we have simplified the process. And I do not do patterns. I do not do custom. But now I think I may start doing custom, because I saw an easier way to do it with a needle and thread instead of trying to follow a pattern and do it while you're actually crocheting, which I'm not gonna do. If I could do it sewing, because I already know how to sew, then I may start doing something like that. But other than that, absolutely not doing it. And people, you know, different strokes for different folks. If you want perfect people, this is not the place to be anyway, because that's not my target audience. My target audience, there are people who are like me, who actually give a flying flip about an actual person, right? A person's life, a person's what they're going through, thinking about the things they need, what they need to gain to move forward, what they need to be healthy, how they need to help to discover their purpose, or what they need to do in life. I could care less about how you dress or makeup. And so, y'all, I've done it all. I tried to do the makeup thing. My mama wanted me to, no, I'm not gonna say that. Did the makeup thing, did to try to dress cute. It's exhausting. And I would rather use that energy that it takes to do that, because I mean, some people like it, and so it's not exhausting for them, right? I don't like it, so it's exhausting for me. And so I would rather take that energy and pour that energy into my daughter and her happiness and well-being, and y'all's happiness and well-being, by helping y'all get closer to God and showing y'all a path of, you don't have to be perfect. And in this world that we're living in right now, perfection is, of course, harder and harder. But now that we have to work multiple jobs in order to be able to provide for our families, it's just not feasible for us to be this, show up looking like a goddess every day and be the perfect wife, be the perfect mom, be the perfect employee, employer. We got a lot of stuff to do, you know? As long as you are keeping up with your hygiene and your clothes are washed, don't stink, don't bother other people, then go on about your business. Because I ain't got time to be worried about what other people look like, what other people wearing, what other people doing, period. Because I have, my call on my life is to save those who feel like they are alone. Because I feel like I'm alone. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only person who cares about things that have meaning. I feel like that a lot of times in my life. Like, I get emotional when I see old people. I'm about to cry already. I get emotional when I see older people out, like, cleaning stuff, working at a job when they should be retired. I feel bad when people are like cutting their grass. It's this man in our neighborhood, y'all. That man got to be like 90 years old, and he cuts his grass, and he may enjoy cutting his grass, but it's just the fact that I feel like when I see them, I feel like, oh my gosh, I hate that they're alone. I hate that they don't have someone there with them that would help them go get their groceries, put their groceries in the car. And then I think about, I had to go get Easter candy for gymnastics. And I hate going to Walmart. I had to go to Walmart. And so I went to a neighborhood Walmart, and it was this lady, and she was shopping, and she was like, it's a mosquito in here. I cleaned up the car yesterday and had all the windows down. And so it was like 25 mosquitoes in here. And now I guess I didn't get them all out. So if you see something flying past my face, it's a freaking mosquito. And she needed help getting, of course, her groceries in the car. And she asked one of the associates, which was amazing that they were like, oh yeah, we'll help you. Like, no problem. But think about how dangerous things are right now. Like, people walk up to you, rob you at the grocery store. People have been robbed at the grocery store I go to, and it's not Walmart. And just going in the store, coming out the store, getting in your car. Like, it is terrifying out here. It is nothing in this world that would make me be like, hey, I should be more worried about trying to get the best makeup, you know. Now, if makeup is your calling, that's a different story. I'm not shaming that, right? Some people's calling is to make people feel beautiful, which is great. Yeah, I ain't got no problem with that. It's just that when those things of beauty start to take over how you have no emotions about humanity and how people feel, how you're making people feel, that's when it becomes an issue to me, and it becomes an issue to God, because God wants us to be compassionate towards other people and to care for them and to pay attention to them. So if you're always looking in your mirror, trying to fix yourself, when are you running into the people who need your help? And I always want to look approachable. I feel like when people are like so put together, I can't just walk up to them and be like, hey, I need help with, you know, whatever. But I may want to approach somebody who looks like me. I may see somebody that's wearing a hoodie. Baby, you're going to catch me in a hoodie all the time, especially if I'm in a building. The only reason I didn't bring my hoodie today is because I was like, I'm not going to be in any place where I'm going to get cold. I'm working from home today, going to a doctor's appointment. I'm going to be in there for like 5 minutes. I'm not going to need my jacket today. I'm going to be in the car most of the time. And then when I get home, I'll be at home. And so, but when I go to gymnastics tonight, I will have my hoodie on. So I'm going to be looking at people who wearing a hoodie, who wearing a hat, who comfortable. They may be working on something, but I'm not going to feel bad about interrupting them and asking them a question, right? As opposed to somebody who's coming in a full business suit and they got their headset on and they pacing back and forth. And they may be working, which is fine. But some people just do that just to be looked at and to be, I don't know what they be trying to be doing, because I'll be like, sit down somewhere. But I'll be trying to mind my business. I'm trying to see, is this inside or outside? I guess it can be the inside. I guess it can be the outside. I thought I was going to flip it at one point. So this is like the bottom of the bag. But when I first started, I was going to flip it. But I see the ridges come out on this side. So I think I'm going to just keep it in. It come out on both sides, but whatever, a little bit on this side right now. So that's what I'm going to do. am I doing, yeah. I had to make sure I was doing the same stitch or if I changed. So yeah, care less about what you look like on a day-to-day basis, and start looking at your community around you and see what people need. I've met so many people, y'all, just through sitting at gymnastics. Sometimes I'm working on my book. And I usually have headphones on, but people still ask me questions. And people have told me I have an approachable face. I don't know what that means. But I do smile at, I still smile at people if they walk past me. So maybe I just look like the only person that's kind because everybody else is like kind of avoiding people. And I am an extreme introvert, which is kind of funny because I'm a functioning extrovert when I'm in certain public places. Not all, but so most of the time I guess people see me talking to the people I'm already connected with, and then they get to see me smiling and laughing, and then they feel comfortable coming at a different time and speaking or asking me a question. So make yourself approachable if you feel like you want to start knowing more about your community around you. Maybe instead of wearing over the ear headphones, you wear earbuds, or maybe you keep one earbud out and one earbud in, and you just kind of start paying attention to your surroundings. And you may be in a place where you're depressed, right? We get those different times, and maybe that's the time you need an outward show. Maybe you need the headphones to actually show that, hey, I don't need to be disturbed right now because I'm in a place where I'm trying to encourage myself, listen to a book to try to help me with a problem I'm trying to solve, or that you're just simply busy. Just don't be busy all the time, okay? And I have no idea what the start of this video was about, but we're gonna leave it right here for this one, and I'll talk to y'all later.